Vertical Escape, located on the east side of Evansville, Indiana, is a rock climbing gym featuring more than 12,000 square feet of climbing surfaces. The climbing walls are tailored to different skill sets and skill levels. Climbing holds, irregular protuberances for gripping with fingers and feet, are installed to aid the climbers. They can vary in size and shape, and climbing routes are color-coded to challenge various skill levels. Climbing holds are repositioned periodically to keep everything fresh for regular customers. The tallest walls at Vertical Escape ascend to about 32 feet. I interviewed founder and owner Nathan Holmes. When did you first open Vertical Escape?
Well, Vertical Escape business was formed in October of 1998, and then through the construction of the facility, we opened our doors in February of 1999.
Why did you decide on a rock climbing gym as a business?
Well, when I was in college, I was attending the University of Kentucky. A friend of mine introduced me to rock climbing, which we started climbing at the Red River Gorge, which was about an hour from the university. And there was also an indoor climbing facility in Lexington. And so we started climbing there and was enjoying it. Moved to Nashville after I graduated. There was a climbing gym in Nashville. And originally from the Henderson area, so my wife and I just decided to move back, give it a try, and here we are 13 years later.
Please explain the purpose of the tape by the rocks on the walls.
Well, okay, so basically the way the tape system works, it's related to the difficulty of climbs, which is in relation to outdoor climbing. We use the Yosemite decimal scale, starting at 5.0 and continuing all the way up to 515. B is the hardest thing climbed to date. Here in the facility, we set to about a 513. And basically, the V's at the starting of the climbs will mark where your hands start to begin the climb, and you would only use the holds marked in that color of tape all the way to the top of the climb, and that would have a difficulty level assigned to it. Vertical Escape is a full-service climbing gym. We offer parties, group packages, youth climbing programs, high school climbing leagues, day passes, memberships, so kind of span the full spectrum on all the services here in the facility. We also have a guide service where we take people out climbing, and a small pro shop where we'll sell you gear and you can have your own equipment to climb.
What are the different types of rock climbing you offer in this gym? Top roping and stuff.
Okay. Well, most people are going to begin by top roping, which is kind of the safest form of climbing. Very straightforward. Climber is hooked to one end of the rope. The safety person, the belayer, is hooked to the other. As the climber climbs up, the belayer pulls the rope through a belay device, and if the climber ever falls, they would pretty much just hang right where they're at. Anytime the climber is ready to come down, the belayer will control the belay device and lower them back down to the ground. You can also do bouldering, which is a type of climbing where you're staying low to the ground, but using minimal equipment, basically just a spotter and some crash pads and climbing shoes. And it can be done in two different fashions. One, you can do it in traversing type, which is a horizontal style of bouldering, which is good for endurance and so forth. The other is more climbing on features that are overhanging, and that's going to work more on developing strength and technique. Again, we're staying low to the ground, but bouldering is inherently dangerous because every time you do fall off the wall, you impact the ground. So we need to be very careful while we're bouldering. And then the other style of climbing that we allow here in the facility is sport climbing, and that's for our more advanced climbers. And that's where all the rope starts on the ground. As the climber goes up, he will clip the rope into some safety points and continue to climb above that safety point to the next. So if they fall, they're going to fall twice the distance from their last anchor. So the fall potential length is greater as we get into sport climbing.
I then interviewed two Vertical Escape employees.
My name's Brian Kennedy. I'm Director of Gym Operations and our Outdoor Guide Service.
Why do you enjoy your job here?
It is the greatest way to teach people to climb. Working here allows me to start with people who are just beginning climbing and kind of watch them progress through all the steps that they learned in a structured way.
What are your responsibilities as an employee here?
Keeping the place safe, making sure people know how to climb safely, all the equipment's in good condition, setting up all of our programs, education, trainings, everything.
What is the most interesting part of your job?
It's got to be taking people out on our outdoor trips with our guide service. It's things I would be doing anyway, going out rock climbing and hiking and boating, but I'm getting paid to take other people to go. It's great.
What is your job position here?
It's a key carrier, so that means that I can either open or close. Also just a general lifeguard, meaning that I have to watch out for safety in general, making sure that groups and people are belaying correctly, no one's dropping each other, everyone's bouldering the correct way, everyone's safe while they're climbing.
Why do you enjoy your job here?
Because I get to meet climbers on the regular, I get to see people doing what I love to do, get to help them achieve what I've achieved and help them push themselves to go beyond what they've already gone.
I then interviewed Vertical Escape rock climbing members of the gym. As a member here, why do you enjoy rock climbing?
Because it's hard.
I enjoy rock climbing because it's fun, it's a challenge, and it makes me work against myself.
I like rock climbing because the people here are really cool and the atmosphere here is just really awesome.
Why is rock climbing a good form of exercise?
Well, I think it seems to exercise all parts of your body all at the same time, so you're not really just focused on arms or legs or shoulders or anything. And also, if you keep at it steadily, it increases your core strength.
Climbing is an escape. It is an activity where time seems to stand still and the moment is all that matters. It's also an opportunity to discover more about yourself through the hard work and determination required to excel. So when there's a free moment in one's busy life, go to Vertical Escape and escape your life.